Bonjour à tous, привет, konnichiwa. So welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in this wonderful discussion, talking about a very important topic: discovering our meaningful purpose. Discovering our meaningful purpose. One of the most important things in life to do is to discover your purpose, not to create your purpose, but rather to discover your purpose. And then when you discover your purpose, you're supposed to be fulfill your purpose, because it will be very, very important for you and I, and it's going to benefit you and I at the end. Because at the end, God is going to judge each and every one of us, not based on what somebody did, but what you did based on your purpose, based on the reason why He created you and I. So that is one thing that you should understand. So how do we discover our purpose? So we already know that what purpose is, right? So what is purpose? We already know that purpose is your assignment, the reason why you were created, the reason why God made you, the reason why God brought you into this particular planet called Earth, the reason why you were not born in the first century, you were not born in the BCs, but you were born in the 80s, the reason why you were born in the 21st century, you're not born in maybe in the 19th century, the reason why you were born with all these available opportunities and technology. So what is your purpose? So your purpose is that answer to that particular question, right? So it is time bound. Your purpose is time bound. Your purpose is place bound. Your purpose is people bound, and your purpose is having a process. It's having a path that must follow. So every purpose has a time schedule. Every purpose has a place. Every purpose is geared towards a group of people. Every purpose has a process and a path, and it must also have an outcome, the result that it must accomplish. So that is something about purpose. So now let's learn some of the things that will help us to discover your purpose. Some of the things that will help you and I to discover our purpose. We already learned previously that there are certain things we call pointers to identify your purpose. There are certain things we call signposts to identify your purpose. We learned previously that one of the ways of discovering our purpose is prophecy, right? That is either through visions, either through dreams, either through maybe somebody telling you what your purpose is. For example, somebody like Samson. When Samson was born, his purpose was known. An angel of the Lord appeared to his mother and father and told him what he was supposed to do. Another person is like Jesus. His purpose was already written in the book, in the scripture, so he knew what he was supposed to do. So one of the ways that God can show us what our purpose is, one of the ways we can discover our purpose is through prophecy, through visions, through dreams, through maybe your pastor or something else. That is one way of discovering your purpose, right? Maybe you can pray unto God, and God will give you inspiration of what your purpose is supposed to be. Another way of discovering your purpose is through your passion, what you are good at, and then what you are passionate about. So that is one of the pointers to your purpose. And then there's also another way that you can discover your purpose and identify what your purpose is through the problems you encounter, the problem that makes you angry, the things that you see in your society, the things that you see around that it makes you angry. One of the things you should realize that when God created Adam and Eve, Adam was created first, right? So Adam was in the garden doing his work, and then God brought Eve. So Eve was also coming to solve a problem that Adam already had. So like that was another purpose of Eve. So like one of the things that cause us to discover our purpose is the problems we encounter, the problems we see around, the problems that we encounter. It's also a pointer to identifying your purpose. So what is the problem that you are seeing in your life that it makes you angry? What is the situation, issue that you always see around that it makes you angry, that you think that you can solve this? That is a pointer to your purpose. Again, another thing that allows us to identify our purpose is people. Sorry, it's people. So people that you always encounter, people that you maybe somebody can tell you that you are very good at this thing, right? People can even tell you that this, maybe your parent can even tell you that, my son, you are very good at this, so why don't you concentrate on that? And actually, when you concentrate on that, you realize that is your purpose. So people can also be a pointer to your purpose. Another way that you can also discover a purpose is your passion. That is your potential and then your power, what you are capable of doing. Sometimes you never know that that is your purpose until you push yourself, until you move yourself to that point. So pushing yourself to a particular point can be a pointer to your purpose. And then finally, one of the things that can help us to identify your purpose is the place you find yourself in. You can find yourself in a place that is going to push you to discover your purpose on time, that is going to push you to find comfort in doing certain things. And then finally, your position or your function. So your position and the function, something that you do, can be a pointer to your purpose. So these are some of the pointers to identify your purpose. Now let's move on to a step further, right? Okay, so now we have learned about some of the signposts to help us to discover our purpose. So the next step is that you must have a vision. So what is a vision? So a vision, simply put, is your purpose in pictures. What do I mean by that? So it's something that is showing you that when you reach this point, you have achieved your purpose. It's just like a destination. When you reach that destination, when you reach that, you have accomplished this, you have done this, you have helped this amount of people, you have been to reach this group of people, then you know, man, I'm halfway fulfilling my purpose. So your vision is just your purpose in pictures. This is like your destination. Like when you see this thing, I have achieved this particular stuff. Now I'm attaining my purpose. So we learned one of the ways of discovering our purpose is through passion, right? So passion is a pointer to discovering your purpose. So what do we do with your passion in order to be able to help us reach your vision? So one of the things you must do that you must channel your passion into your profession, right? Most people are passionate about certain things. They love certain things, but they are not able to channel their passion into the right profession. They put themselves into a wrong profession, into a wrong career, and then they become angry when they go to work. They don't love the work. They are bored. They always want to go out of the work. They are not getting fulfilled. So how do you get yourself not into that position of not being fulfilled in your profession? So first of all, you must know what you love, right? Concerning your passion, and you must make sure that you not only know what you love, but you know what you are good at, because there are certain things that you love, but you are good at, and there are certain things that you love, but you are not great at it. So you must concentrate on what you love and what you are great at it, and then you push that thing to become your profession. So how do you do that? You must make sure that you are being paid for it, right? So that is when your profession comes in. So your profession is what you love, right? Your passion, and then you are being paid for what you love, right? Because you are great at it. That is where your profession comes inside. So as I said, that passion is not only one-sided. Passion is having two sides, right? It's having what you are great at and what you are not great at, based on what you love. And then passion is also timely. There's certain times in your life that you are passionate about certain things, but as time goes on, you lose interest. So you must know when to apportion them. And then when it come to talk about purpose is also having two sides. It's having the point that is going to bring you satisfaction, right? And the point that is going to bring satisfaction to the world, fulfillment to the world. So fulfillment to yourself and fulfillment to the world. So your profession is what is going to bring you fulfillment. That is where you are being paid for. Either you are being paid for in cash or in kind or in human capital. Then you must make sure that it is fulfilling the needs of the world, right? It is meeting the needs of your world. So how do you do that? That is where your vocation comes in. So your vocation is like your profession, but you are making sure that it is fulfilling the needs of the world. Your vocation is like your calling, something you are going to do to meet the needs of the world, even if you are not being paid for, right? That is your vocation. Something you have a calling to do, right? That is your vocation. Then you must make sure that your vocation, that your calling is not only meeting the needs of the world, but it's pointing to your dream, pointing to your vision, just reaching your vision, your target, your dream, what you have been dreaming of, what you are dreaming that the world is going to be, what you are dreaming as is the end result of your purpose, what your destination is, and then you create a mission to that. So a mission is just your action set, your target set, your activities that are supposed to do with your assignment, individual assignments supposed to do step by step to enable you to be able to reach your dream and reach your purpose, right? And reach your vision. So these are some of the things you can connect together. So you must first of all know what you love, find means of being great at it, being paid for it, and then what you are being paid for is meeting the needs of the world and is reaching your dream. So thank you for staying with me, and I hope you have learned certain things about it. I was talking fast, but I know that I've learned a lot. Thank you, and stay blessed.